how to get more customers or more service calls for your appliance repair business. Well, in order to answer that, I would have to ask you a question. Are you only doing it as a hobby, or are you only doing it on the side? Are you only doing this on the weekend, just to make a little extra money? Or is this something that you want to do full time? Because if you're only doing this on the side just to make a little extra money, then you could use something like Facebook, and if you have Facebook or whatever, or some kind of social media platform, and you can just post on there and say, hey, I'm working on appliances on the side on Fridays and Saturdays or whatever, and call me if your refrigerator breaks down, and you'll get one or two people, or maybe three or four or whatever. You'll get people that'll actually use you, but it's not like you're not going to really turn that into a huge business. You're not going to turn that into something that would cause you to quit your job. Now, I know a lot of people talk about word of mouth, and yes, word of mouth is wonderful. Word of mouth is great because that's a customer that you don't have to pay for necessarily. Like somebody just shared your name with somebody else, and they're now your customer. That's wonderful, but it takes a long time to get that word of mouth really snowballing. One person can't just like you work on one person's refrigerator and then bam, it's an overnight success, and now you've got hundreds of people calling you. It just don't work that way. For one, people themselves don't even hardly do that. Like you might have one or two people that you'll fix their refrigerator, and oh man, they are just so excited that you fixed their refrigerator, and they just jump on social media and they just blast it to the world and let everybody know, oh, George came and fixed my refrigerator, and I am so happy. You need to use George, and that'll work, but that's like 1 out of 10 people. The other 9 out of 10, they're like, well, George, thank you for fixing my refrigerator. If I hear if somebody needs a refrigerator repaired, I'll have them to call you. And then, like 30 minutes later, they forget about what your name was. You know what I'm saying? So word of mouth is wonderful, but it takes a long time to get it snowballing. So if you're doing this just as a hobby, that's fine. Do something like social media. Just post you a little post on there. It says I work on refrigerators or whatever, and you'll get a couple calls. That's no problem. But if you want to do this as a career, if you want to do this full time and have like a sustainable business, something that is predictable, then you have to use something like some kind of paid ads. And I wholeheartedly, 100%, with all my being, recommend Google Ads. That is the only thing that I've used in my 17 years of doing the appliance repair business. That's the only thing that I've ever used to fuel customers into my business was Google Ads. That's it. That's the only thing I've ever used. I've never used Facebook. I've never used anything else other than Google Ads, and it has worked perfectly for us. It is very consistent. It is. I mean, actually, we joke about it. We call it a light switch, because honestly, like the girls at the office, if we're starting to get a little bit, like a little bit slow, they'll say, hey, you need to turn the light switch on. You need to turn Google on, and it's kind of like a joke around the office. And I'll turn it on, and it's not like a couple days later and they're like, oh, you might have to pause it. You might have to pause it because like the calls are just ringing off the hook. We're now booking 2 and 3 and 4 days out. I mean, we got to one point where we were booking like 2 weeks out. It was unbelievable. But that's because that's the power of paid ads. That's the power of Google Ads. It's that's really how you can really bring in customers, bring in service calls consistently. Like you expect them to be there. And see, here's the trick, or here's the thing. Here's the little secret. Facebook, you can do advertisements on Facebook and stuff, but Facebook is interruption marketing. Okay. Honestly, it is interruption marketing. People are on there and they're looking at whatever they're looking at, their friends' pictures and whatever else they're looking at. And you have to get in front of them and you have to like just interrupt what they are doing already in order to get them to use your service. And the thing about it is, like, most of the time they're not ready for your service. It's interruption marketing. They're not on there actively. They're not on there looking for you. They're looking at cat pictures or whatever they're doing. But Google Ads is intent-based marketing. So whenever someone goes on Google Ads, they are actually looking for you. They are looking for an appliance repair technician to repair their refrigerator. It is not interruption marketing. It is intent-based marketing. They are looking for you. That's the kind of customer I want. I don't want to interrupt somebody's day. I want to be right there whenever someone has the intent of using me. So that's the secret. That's why I don't care about Facebook. I mean, you can tell me that whatever you want to tell me about Facebook, I really don't care. I've got too much history with something that works, something that is consistent, which is Google Ads. And you might not know how to use Google Ads, but I teach you how to use Google Ads in my course on how to start your own appliance repair business. And you might already have your own appliance repair business, but you don't know how to use Google Ads. Well, I can teach you how to use Google Ads. If you're interested in learning, go to applianceprofit.com/start and get the course right there. But I also want you, please, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, do all those things if you don't mind, just to let me know that you like the videos. And I also really want you to comment down below, are you wanting to get in the appliance repair business as a full-time job, as a full-time career, so that way you can quit your job and be your own boss, or you just want to do it as a hobby? I'd like to know if you'll comment below. But go over to applianceprofit.com/start if you want to learn how to use Google Ads for your appliance repair business.